Transform your leftover rice into this quick, aromatic, and flavorful egg fried rice. Stay tuned to discover the key ingredients and simple steps to help you rustle up an amazing meal in a matter of minutes. Hello and welcome to another Meals Make Memories. I'm Ashley, and today we're going to be looking at how easy it is to make your own egg fried rice at home. So save yourself some money on your next takeaway and rustle this up at home instead. So key ingredients, we've got some spring onions, some red chilies, 5 cloves of garlic, a quarter of a white onion, and 2 eggs. Whisk up your eggs, leave it to one side, and then you're just going to chop up everything that you've got. Make sure you leave some of the chopped spring onion to one side because it won't be going into the pan straight away. Next up, we're going to prepare the garlic and the onions. So we're just going to finely chop the garlic, and for the onions, we're just going to dice them. And this is the technique that I like to use because it just makes everything nice and neat and uniform, and it's really quick as well. Next up, you're going to chop up the red chilies. If you do not like spicy food, then I suggest you cut them down the middle, scrape out the seeds, and then proceed to chop. But as for me, you know already that I love a bit of spicy food, so I'm keeping the seeds in. And with that, we are pretty much halfway there to enjoying some delicious egg fried rice. So our next step is to start frying up some of those chopped ingredients. But before putting in those vegetables, I like to put in half of a chicken stock cube. If you've seen any videos on my channel before, you know that I really love the jellied Knorr stock cubes. I think they give a really great flavour. But additionally, you could use one of those chicken stock cubes when you're cooking your rice. However, if you don't want to do it this way, you could also use a chicken stock cube when you're boiling your rice. After letting those ingredients simmer for a little bit until they are slightly softened, you're then going to want to increase the heat, add your 2 eggs, and really get that going. Kind of looks like a bit of a scrambled egg right now. But before all of your eggs starts to solidify, that's when you can start adding your rice. It's always best if your rice is maybe like a day old. I think the reason for this is because there's less moisture in the rice. It's had a chance to kind of dry itself out a little bit. It will help to give your rice a nice crumbly texture as opposed to something that's a bit more wet. Now, I haven't gone for strict measurements when it comes to the rice. I tend to be someone that likes to eyeball things, and I guess this is where you can vary the amount of rice to your preference. However, if you're someone like me that likes to see the egg in the rice, you can add a little less rice to the mix. If you like to have a bit more rice, then you can add a bit more. So you can be really flexible here. But I definitely wanted to use up what I had in the fridge. So I'm being a bit more heavy-handed than I might usually be. Once you've decided how much rice you're going to put in, it's just a case of mixing everything together, making sure things are well distributed, and then it is time to season, which is probably the most pivotal part of all of this. So definitely don't go away, stay tuned and take notes. Okay, so the first thing that we're adding for seasoning is soy sauce. Now here I'm using dark soy sauce. I like to use this because it has a really intense flavor, but additionally it adds a little bit of color to your rice as well. I've been very liberal here because I really want that kind of salty flavor to take precedence in the rice. You're going to want to make sure that you've mixed that in really well, and then I would always recommend doing a taste test. Grab your fork, put a few grains on there and have a taste and see if it's got the right amount of flavouring for you. If it doesn't, go ahead and add some more, and if it does, you can stop there. Next, we're going to add a little bit of fish sauce. Now, this has a really concentrated salty flavour, so try not to be too heavy-handed with this one. Once again, mix that all in. And then our final step is to add those spare spring onions that we had left over from before. Putting them in like this, completely raw, just adds a little bit of sweetness that cuts the salty flavour of the soy sauce and the fish sauce. Once everything is mixed in, make sure you serve this piping hot, and that's it. Easy, delicious egg fried rice that you can make at home. So definitely make sure that you give it a try. I'd love to hear how your results turned out in the comments. And also if there's anything else that you would like me to rustle up, give me a few ideas about what you'd like to see on this channel. Don't forget to hit that like button, click subscribe for more simple, tasty recipes that you can make at home. Thanks for watching. See you for the next one.